What's going on, everybody? Today, well, I guess maybe not today, but for this match, I'm going to be playing Jungle Kha'Zix, and I guess I'm going up against another Jungle Kha'Zix, which makes sense because he is free this week. And I was just going to kind of give maybe a guide on him, and and then I was thinking of making a video and just kind of comparing him to his nemesis Rengar. I play Rengar a lot, as you guys have probably seen from the videos, and they were kind of like supposed to be, I guess at odds. So I thought I'd do a video of Kha'Zix in comparison to Rengar, and kind of like the pros and cons of each. And I don't know, for anybody that's looking to buy either one of them to be on Team Rengar or Team Kha'Zix, I guess, then you'll get to see who you want to pick. And I bought Kha'Zix before, and ended up refunding him because I don't know. I've seen him play lately, and I like him, and I see how he's viable, and but at the same time, there's a couple things that I don't really like him. But I'll try to make this a little bit of a guide too. So if you're gonna jungle with him, I'd suggest just going with your standard cloth armor and your health pots, or if you want to, if you've got a good team for like ranked or something, then you could get boots and 3 pots, because he does have a little bit of sustain, but I definitely find that it's not as good as Rengar's by far. But he also is different. He's good in different ways. So you want to start by taking your Q, and it's your main move. And I say this because it's 25 mana, and I'm pretty sure that it doesn't get any more expensive, and it's got a super low cooldown. So you want to make sure that you get it first.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I guess Timo's just checking for the invade. Yeah, but I like Kha'Zix, but I don't know.
Minions have spawned.
He's okay, but he's certainly not. He's not overpowered by any means. And I don't know. He's got his pros and his cons. So I think I'm gonna do a video on that, because I think a lot of people would kind of like a video on that, and I think a lot of people kind of do compare Rengar with Kha'Zix, and vice versa, seeing as they are supposed to kind of be like nemesises and all that jazz. You want to get your Void Spike next for your sustain, obviously, and you have to make sure that you're getting in nice and close when you do use it. Because when I first kind of played him, I was like, oh man, this guy kind of sucks. But it's just because I wasn't really getting in nice and close with my my Void Spike, which kind of negates the way it's used. So you gotta make sure you do that. And we have Timo laning against Swain here, which I guess is not going so hot for Timo. So similar clear time, I find, to Rengar. He's not better by any means. This could be a little biased, I guess, because I do largely prefer Rengar to Kha'Zix, mainly because I know if I was playing Rengar right now, I'd be pretty much fine, whereas with Kha'Zix, not too fine at all. I've used a lot of my potions, and
An enemy has been slain.
yeah, it's just overall has not been going too hot. So I almost got the gank off there, but I think I'll come back and kind of hold this with him. Otherwise, he's gonna have a really pop a potion, and you really do just want to pump your Q up big time because it is your main move. And like I said, it doesn't get any more expensive, so it gets better but not more expensive, which is kind of what you want. And the other thing that I must say that I like more about Rengar is he's not mana based, and I don't like mana based champs for that reason. Is like I'm not really a big fan of the whole mana thing, because you essentially kind of have to curb what moves you use, and that can be a problem when you need to be using all your moves. Which is that is the reason that you really want to invest in that Q a lot. So I'm gonna go see if we can get another. Yeah, there we go. He already said what we're gonna do. We're gonna position for ambush. And a little early there, I guess. Not exactly what we wanted to do. But so I'm gonna I'm just gonna recall right now, I think. And this can kind of be entirely up to you, but I do kind of prefer to get Madrids with him next over Boots, because you get Boots mostly just to get those early low-level ganks, but he's got leap, so you don't really need Boots this early. I mean, they're you know, you definitely want to get them second, but you can go and opt for the Madrids to be a little bit quicker in your clears and everything like that, because you can gank pretty decent with just your leap alone. There you go, just see the effects of just kind of pumping your Q there is pretty nice. And we'll try to get them there. A different view. So there's one, and two. So I'm just gonna get out of here.
An ally has been slain.
And get out of this lane. And I guess push him off this turret, because that could be a kill right there. If we're fast enough, and if he decides to push in deep enough, which he will, and I think that'll be his end. Maybe not. Did I get him? I don't think I got him. No, he did get away, like, with no health there, which is a shame, but I guess you can't win them all. So I could get my Wriggles, but I'm not going to do that yet, because it's just not a very good move at this point. You definitely want to have Boots, because almost everybody on their team has Boots, so you want to be at least catching up, because it's always annoying when someone just kind of directly outruns you. And our Ashe has kind of been back for a while, I'm not. Ashe?
Consume and adapt. Devour their bones.
And I guess Ash is just not there, which would be kind of an annoying thing. I'd be kind of unhappy. So you get this, and then you definitely want to get your claws next, because your Q is your main thing that you're going to be rocking for Kha'Zix. I mean, it's the most mana efficient, and it's just
No escape.
there's not really a better pick. I tried picking Elite the first time because I thought like, oh, great ganks, but no, it's not really that worth it, and I'm sure that they're both in that bush.
Different view.
But maybe I could be wrong. No, they're not. So yeah. So that could have been, but I think one or both of them just used their ultimate to get that, so not too worried about
Sharpening my claws. Position for ambush.
I didn't mean to jump there. So I'm just going to, and I think it is a 4v5 now, which is going to put this winning game for us into a probably losing game for us. Oh, no, she is back. So that is good. I was going to be a little upset. If you guys had seen some of the games I had yesterday, they were a little too much for me to handle. Just because it was a lot of that, like of just people just going AFK and not saying or anything. It was just like, oh, I'm just gonna disappear, and that was just gruesomely annoying. So I could try to hit him now, but I don't think that's gonna do anything. So I'm just gonna jump over here. And then once you get blue buff, you can kind of spam. That sucks.
This world is delicious.
And I thought Timo was gonna come up here, but I guess not. So after you get your wriggles, it's very similar to Rengar kind of play. You just you want to get some boots, either defensive or speed. I find there's not really a point in getting attack speed because that's not really a big thing for him. And then after doing that, I'm just gonna ward dragon here, and she should be dead if they went at her right. So she is dead. And he did flash out, so yeah, I know, Timo. Jesus Christ.
Sharpening my claws.
And he is just pumping in crazy damage. But I have kind of heard that Swain is a very formidable mid lane opponent. And I feel like he's going to be getting the most of the kills, so I'm going to go ahead and save up for my Mercury Treads. Because of that. I mean, he's got 5 kills and no deaths so far. So, so I'm going to kind of gear up to kill him. So that's what you want to go for with your boots. I mean, if you're not having a problem really with anybody, then I'd say, yeah, sure, go ahead and get your mobility boots. But where he's kind of being a problem for... oh, sorry.
Shut down.
Yeah, where he's kind of being a problem for everybody, then you definitely...
Fear the void.
You definitely want to gear up to like stop that person that's giving you troubles. And then after that, you want to build up your void spike. After like whenever you can't get your Q, build up your void spike. And she did, she missed that thankfully, so I'm just gonna hold this until Warwick comes and then go back and grab anything I can.
Consume and adapt.
So it did die there, but 2 for 1's a good deal.
Enemy has been slain.
So I'm gonna go ahead, grab my Mercury Treads, and then
An ally has been slain.
Kha'Zix is really getting hurt in mid there, which is not good. And I think Volibear will probably have an easy time with what's his name, but we're gonna lose that turret, and not sure where that's gonna put the state of the game. So I do like to get Trinity on him, because I find Trinity is just a good piece. And then you can kind of just grab this and grab Zeal. Or you can build, I probably should have got Phage first, because it's a little bit better of a piece. Oh, Warwick just disappeared there. Did he die? He's not dead, but where'd he go? Oh, he got, I guess he just got away there last second.
Sharpening my claws.
I feel like this move, the mana cost got reduced. I feel like it used to be more expensive. Could be true. Not sure. Yeah, one thing I definitely don't like about Kha'Zix is his ultimate. I don't find it to be a very effective ultimate. Like 1 second of invisibility is just kind of useless. Like what can you do with 1 second of invisibility? You know, not much.
Double kill.
So, Warwick... might get away there. That would be an awesome escape.
Killing spree.
And it was an awesome escape. What did he get away with? 52 health and regenerating, so he probably got away at the time with very little health.
Position for ambush.
So this is still working out for us. As long as we're careful, I think we'll win the game. And I wish I could get a little bit further into this itemization of him, but this is kind of just the way it goes for the most part. I mean, it's not too crazy. and he will
You
be
have
dying there.
slain an enemy.
And that is a good reason for getting your claws, because you do want to be able to do that, kind of. Like, like just the extra distance, I mean. So that's really helpful to have that extra distance. And then we'll be going up here and trying to get Dragon if we can. And I'm just gonna maybe...
Slain enemies. Rampage.
And Ash is dead now. So hopefully Volibear comes down here.
Fear the void. This world is delicious.
And
An enemy has
and then you
been
want to get
slain.
your Void Spike, because this makes your laning ability just ridiculous. It's just really strong. That is one thing that I do like. I will say that he has over Rengar, is that he can play mid and he can play top and he can play he can play jungle. He can really do pretty much anything except bottom lane, which is, you know, obviously very valuable to be able to do so much, because like, just I guess that wasn't really the best example, but like later on when you see like a full lane and you just kind of one-shot an entire lane all together at once is really pretty satisfying. Uh, I don't know what Ash, maybe she was just going to put a ward down there.
An ally has been slain.
And he is kind of crazy, so I don't want to fuck with him too much, because he's really not even getting phased too much by my moves. So I'm gonna B, because they just B'd. Oh,
Consume and adapt.
I think Volibear kind of knows what he's doing, so I hope they sync up.
Your team has destroyed a
And
turret.
you can even get this. I mean, they're all viable options for him. I mean, I probably should have gone without Zeal, and I probably should have got Sheen and Phage. Just because, you know, 2.8 seconds is not long. So you're getting that extra move pretty often.
Death from afar.
Shut down.
And I wish we would sync up and kind of go kill Dragon here. And
An ally has been
oh,
slain.
you got them both, so that's nice.
Double kill.
So I'm gonna head down here and steal that. Well, I guess not really stealing it, but get it. So I'd say that the move of choice for laning, I think, would be his W. Like, obviously, you'd invest in,
Fear the
oh,
void.
sorry, kill here, maybe.
Slice them up.
Oh, didn't mean to use my ultimate there. That was kind of stupid. And I don't know how much I want to engage them. But Volibear is coming, and we do have a pretty tanky team. So I'm going to try to get a quick ward in on this.
Position for ambush.
And
An ally has been slain.
that was kind of a bad toss there. I helped her more than...
Unstoppable.
Oh shit, we need to get out of here. And I guess they're going to chase Warwick down, so maybe I'll do a bit of, no, I guess no counter jungling.
An enemy has been slain.
So I'm just going to try to push them back a little bit. And we're 3 people down, so we need to kind of stop this.
They'll never see me.
And I think Teemo's going to go grab red. And if he doesn't, then I'm going to grab it really quick. And
Limb from limb.
his late game jungling is definitely not as fast, but this is, I guess, what I was talking about with his Q. Just to be able to kind of clear a whole lane like that is, I don't know, like Rengar can do that too, so it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's still pretty good.
Position for ambush.
And I guess that's one thing that I was saying, like, a thing that I like about Rengar is, like, you know, you can always use your moves, you can always do whatever you want. Whereas, with I almost gonna say Swain, with Kha'Zix, not so much, really. Like, you basically, you have your Q, if you have enough mana, you can use this, but I mean, it costs 100 mana, right? It's very expensive, it's not cost efficient. Which is why I really like to get Wriggles on him for jungling, because you don't have a lot of moves in your arsenal that you can spam, whereas like with Rengar, you spam all day and it's NBD. But with Kaz, you need to play it smart in terms of your mana, and I guess that's why I say I don't like mana champs. That's why I like Lee Sin and Mundo, and any jungler that doesn't use mana is just a bit nicer for that reason. Oh, and he did get me there. That's okay. Because that's going to be worth it for an ace. And there we go, and I think that's going to be GG. If they don't surrender, it's going to be over real soon. So then you get your Trinity, and I mean, it's just got... He even more than Rengar, gets everything, like 38 attack damage, ability power, attack speed, critical strike, movement speed, health, mana. There's nothing you don't use, so this is a great weapon for him, and I mean... And even the components, Zeal, Sheen, Phage are all great. And I mean, he's squishy, so he needs health. I mean, this is just a great piece, and you can build into it. So I mean, you can have all these if you want, and so you've got a lot of items early game, and then you just get this one baller item, you know. So I think it's an awesome piece. And maybe we can go for that, but maybe not, I guess, because they're all back to life now. But maybe we'll try for it soon.
Consume and adapt.
So they're going to be coming down here, and scare them a little bit.
Double kill.
And now we want to get this. If they don't surrender, I'd be surprised. But I mean, we couldn't rush in their base, but this is a good time. A good time to get Baron, but you know, whatever.
No escape.
When I'm winning, I don't really care what we do. Like, I'm just kind of a happy camper. Or, like, even if it's, like, a lose by a small margin, but I hate those games where it's just like, you know, you lose. And I find if you don't get the right moves on Kha'Zix, you end up like this Kha'Zix, where he shot one little dinky missile, and it's just, no one's scared of that, right? Like, it's just not effective.
A different view.
Oh, wow. So I guess we're gonna take this out. And I hope they don't come in here and grab it, because that would suck. But I got my smite, so there we go. So we evolve, and then either one, this is good for the reduced damage, and I'd almost consider taking this, because I really don't find that jump to be as good as you'd think. I mean, maybe if you got a lot of people that have like really like grabby moves or something, like if you were going up against a Mumu and everything, but see, like stuff like that, you can't jump it, and I hate that. And I mean, even once you do get the jump, it's like you just wasted all this mana to jump over something, you know? It's not...
An enemy has been slain.
And he knew I was coming there, so...
Position for ambush.
An enemy has been slain.
Isolate and devour.
And they're just getting owned. I'm surprised they haven't given up yet.
Executed.
So I'm just gonna go back, I guess. And I mean, we're so close to a win that maybe I'll just show you guys some items.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
So after I get this, I would recommend going Bloodthirster next, because you want to have that lifesteal more, and he does kind of need lifesteal. So I get that, and
Your team has
yeah, we're gonna win this.
destroyed
So
a
maybe I'll
turret.
show you some quick items. So yeah, I would get
Your team has
Bloodthirster,
destroyed a turret.
and then the Maw Malmortis.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
And the only thing I don't really get, like I don't get the Ionian Boots, because you don't need
Your
cooldown
team
reduction,
has
because your
destroyed
Q is so
a
short.
turret.
And it's your main move, so you don't need those. You don't need that. You could get attack damage if they've got someone really tanky that's stacking armor, but I just get Bloodthirster and maybe Maw Malmortis, and then I'd finish that off with maybe you could get Warmogs if you want to have that extra tankiness, or you could get Guardian Angel if you're really jumping in to the middle and assassinating people. But I definitely get this first, because you just want that extra attack damage, and the lifesteal is nice because this does deal physical damage, so you get all that lifesteal back from that, which is really nice. And this does physical damage too, so I mean, you get that as well. I mean, it's an AoE, so you don't get the full lifesteal benefit, but you know, whatever. It's good to have, and it's good to get earlier rather than later. Like I say, to get this next. I mean, if you're really getting beat down, build tanky, obviously, but if you're not, then it's good to get this early, because you get stacks, right? So So that's how I do that. But I'm kind of glad that they're letting us play this game through. So Bloodthirster, and then Maw Malmortis, and then just kind of a tanky piece. That's when I kind of get my tanky piece, because by then everyone's just kind of steamrolling. Um, so you could get like Guardian Angel if you want more resist, or if you're finding you're just getting killed really fast, not because of resistances, but more because of so they got ace like 4 times, but nice of them to let us finish the match, I guess. And that's one thing that I do love, is those all get AoEs. These things. So I mean, like, that is just awesome. I think, like, once you get that. But yeah, that's pretty much my guide to how I would play Kha'Zix. Uh, it seems to be the best way I find to play him. I wouldn't really take the recommended item choices, because a lot of them are like things you don't need. Like I said, like those Ionian boots, don't need them. Brutalizer, not a very good pick. Last Whisper, really also, like, unless you're fighting a tank, then it's not, or unless people are building a lot of armor, then it's not that great. And then if they are, get it. But if not, then you've got items that will give you way more bang for your buck. So like Bloodthirster, you know what I mean? And like if you get that as your 4th piece, like if you really wanted, you could get Bloodthirster before Trinity Force. But I like Trinity Force just because it's a very balanced piece. And I thought I did recall that Kha'Zix's missile move was an ability power move, but obviously it's wrong. But but I mean, so everything aside from the ability power, you benefit from. And I think I am kind of stuck on evolving your camo. If anything, just for the damage reduction. It makes you kind of, like, because you're in and out, like you phase in and out, so it's not like Rengar's where you're just kind of, you're jumping in and then you run away. It's like you're in and people can kind of see you coming at them, you know what I mean? So it's good to have that defense. So I'd evolve that, and I'd say, screw, like, these wings look really cool, sure, screw them. I don't think they're worth it. When you only get to evolve 3 things, they're not. That little extra bit of a jump is not worth it. Because you can still jump over small, like you can still do small flashes, I guess, to get where you want to go with your leap, and it's not mana efficient, so just don't evolve your leap, I would say, because it's really cool. But if you want to leap, play Rengar, and if you want to, I don't know, play a different style, like he's nothing like Rengar. I originally bought him because I was like, wow, I really love Rengar. I'll buy Kha'Zix because he can jump too, and that's so awesome, and he's got this big AoE move, and he's got the single target, like he's laid out pretty much just like Rengar is, and he's nothing like Rengar. So don't buy him if you want to buy him because you think he's like a mana-based Rengar, because that's what I thought he was, and he's not. But as you can see, he's still a viable pick. He's a pretty good jungler. I've heard he's phenomenal mid lane if you pump up his W. He's pretty decent up top depending on who you go against. I mean, against a tank, I don't think he'd fare too well because he's just got that Q, and that's not a very good poke against a tank. Yeah, so again, for the item setup, Wriggles, Mercury Treads or Mobility Boots, I would say, because I'm a fan of Mobility Boots. So Mercury Treads for defense, which is also kind of goes good. The tenacity goes well with your ultimate. And then Trinity Force, just build that in pieces because it just gives you so many good things. Like, I mean, the crit chance, the movement speed, the health. Um, they're all awesome. The slow is good. After using an ability, your Q, which is like pretty spammable, uh, your next attack deals bonus physical damage, and then you get Bloodthirster. Um, and then I'd say after Bloodthirster, you could get the Maw of Malmortis or whatever there. If you're going against like an AP, like if you're getting something to defend against the AP, then I would get that. Um, if you're getting if you want just more health in general, because he does only have like 2200 health um, max level, or like 23 maybe. And I'm pretty sure that's including Trinity Force. So you could get a Warmogs for defensive pieces. So these are your core offensive ones. And for top laning, you don't have to get Wriggles, but I mean Wriggles is still a great early game piece with the ward, with the increased farmability, the attack damage, the armor, the lifesteal. It's all good. Um, Especially because I don't find his sustain to be very good, so I like a bit of lifesteal on him. Uh, and then I find for assassins that Guardian Angel is a good piece, just because you are usually diving somebody and you are usually going to die. And on top of it, uh, I've played Kha'Zix before where like you die and then you know you get to come out, and if you have your cooldowns and everything, then you can leap away, or you can even pop your ulti to get out too, or the combo of the two. So it's they can put all that investment of trying to kill you and get nothing out of it. So I think that's I'll wrap it up here, and yeah, so there you go. There's a bit of a Kha'Zix guide for you, and I hope you enjoyed watching, and see you guys next time.